Hello. Hello everyone. I am back. Today we are playing Amanda the Adventure. I'm just sorting things out, making sure everything is good to go. Perfect. Alright, everything's set up. Just switch. Playing Amanda the Adventure today. I hope it's going. Don't expect it. I don't expect to have very high. It's all good. We are good to go. Good is the real word. That's the real question. Perfect. Let's get into that for the millionth time. Alright, perfect. Here we go. I've never actually played this before. I keep seeing it pop up on where I get my games. Good one. I assume we just put it in here. Ooh. Play. Oof. Hi, I'm
And I'm Wooly. And I love apples.
Her eyes are terrifying. Why are they red? Nope.
I'm allergic to apples.
That's okay. You should never be afraid to try something new.
But we don't even know where the store is.
And you?
Know where the store is?
This reminds me of Dora the Explorer. That's a tree. That's Wooly.
Do you know where the store is? Do you know where the store is? Yeah, that's right.
What
Let's
is
go.
rude of her?
We're at the store.
It sure looks crowded.
Store.
And look, there are apples. Can you see apples?
Apples. What's another word? Peaches.
Say apple.
Oh, I just realized I had like playback on.
Apple.
Right. Apple, I guess, since I can't say peaches again. Ooh. He was very aggressive. Oh, it just fell on the ground. I get there. Ooh. Always watching. Always watching. Hey. In my head, it's. I thought it said piss. I'm gonna be honest. Piss. Piss is Hoyden. Don't let her take you. Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. Blah, blah. I think they have a hole in their wall. You like see the depth of that. Who's watching? Who's watching? I just want to adventure around, to be honest. I want to go through. Better question. Why does it look like the ceiling is made of flooring? That's my question. But that's just an opinion.
You. Okay. We don't have much time. Whatever you do, don't.
Hi, everyone. I'm Amanda.
I'm Wooly.
I already said.
Grandma.
But isn't Grandma a vegetarian?
Can you tell us where the butcher is? Can you tell us where the butcher is? The butcher? There it is. Let's go.
There it is. I don't even get an op. Hmm? Did she say?
Can you tell the meat man what we need?
Yes.
Can you tell the meat man what we need?
Another four-letter word. I forget. Letter. Letter word. Frog.
Tell him what we need.
Beef. Oh.
That's right.
That's right. We didn't get much of an option. Bloop. I was looking away. What? I had a thought and I just had to write it down, and now I've already forgotten what we're doing. That's okay though. We're in 3 now. Oh, the meat is lamb. Which one's? How do we? Zero. 0, 2, 0, 2, 2, 0. Write that down. 20. 20. What? I won't remember. That's why we are down. Episode 3. Oh god.
It's dark out.
It
Let's
is.
go home.
It is very dark out.
Home.
Can I click on it? I don't want to go home with you.
Point to the house. Knock on the door. I want to go inside.
I don't like her. I don't like the tone you're using, Missy. Don't talk to you. I don't know what I'm supposed to type. Ew. What is 20 for? Again. I feel like there's a way. Yeah.
Hi, I'm Amanda.
And I'm Wooly.
And I love apples. Do you like apples?
What if we do everything the way
I'm
she?
allergic to apples.
That's okay. You should never be afraid to try something new.
But we don't even know where the store is.
Do you know where the store is?
What does happen if you do
Yeah,
everything
that's right.
properly?
Let's go. We're at the store.
It sure looks crowded. Bah.
And look, there are apples. Can you see apples? Good job. Now we can make apple pies.
What does happen if you do it all properly? It's curious.
Oh, you. Okay, we don't have much time. Whatever you do, don't.
Hi, everyone. I'm Amanda.
I'm Wooly.
Today, we're going to get meat for Grandma.
But isn't Grandma a vegetarian?
Can you tell us where the butcher is?
For the butcher.
There it is. Let's go. Hello, meat man.
And
Can you tell the meat man what we need? Can you tell the meat man what we need? That's right.
piercings just fell out. No. That's what we're supposed to do. I'm not quite sure, to be honest with you. Hi! Come back! No! Oh, it's this one.
Hi, chat.
Oh, I haven't seen this one before. One, two. What's a 6-letter word? Hey! What's a 6-letter word? Yeah. An appropriate 6-letter word. Stimulus is over 6 letters. Bees?
Baby?
We're playing Amanda the Adventurer. America. That's very American. Is that number relevant? 2036? Oh, Woolly. Under the tree. Dude. 2. So it's 202.
You're right. The treasure map said the woods. Let's go. I think we're close to the treasure now. Aren't you excited, Wooly? I said, aren't you excited?
Huh? Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, but we still don't know where the treasure is, buried.
Our friend the GPS said that X marks the spot. Can you see where the X is?
No.
X marks the spot.
This is an X. Definitely 100%.
Well, with the X, that's the one. We're looking for the X, right?
Why are there trees on them now?
There it is. Treasure awaits. Looks like the spot.
But how are we supposed to get at it under all the dirt? Bah!
Luckily, I brought some tools to help us with our adventure.
An excavator?
I brought
Did
a
you?
crowbar,
A crowbar.
and a shovel. We already used the crowbar for the door. We used the rope for...
I think I know what she wrote for.
And now we only have the shovel. What tool should we use to...
What's wrong with that tree? It keeps glitching out every once. I have a joke. I have a really shitty joke I need to tell you guys right at this moment. I walked down the street the other day and found a crowbar. I've never seen so many drunk birds in my life. Amazing joke. Love it. Crowbar.
I didn't bring that. What can we use to dig up the treasure?
Murder.
The only tool we haven't used yet is the shovel. With that said, the only tool we would need is... the shovel. You're right. Now we can dig this up.
Shovel!
Okay, that's enough! Bah! No, I can't let you do this anymore. I don't care what you do to me.
Jesus.
You, take the tape out now and destroy them. Burn them. Whatever. Just get rid of these other tapes. Do you hear me? You can't let anyone else watch these. Let anyone...
Jesus Christ, what is wrong with her? Channel 3. Ooh, we get live footage? That's very Bella Witch. I love that. I literally cannot make out a single thing. I'm not wearing my glasses. Those are definitely... green. And that's a fire TP. It's not made correctly, though. That is not going to fire correctly. You need to lay them down in a square base and then put sticks on top of them. Silly goose. Maybe some paper or something besides that, and grunting. Burn. Burn. Burn, burn, fire, 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 fire. Woolly. Oh, love to see demonic intervention. That's always fun. Watch. Watching. 100%.
Hello? Yeah, hey, yeah, no, I found it. Yeah, I found the place. It was just off the highway.
What
Yeah,
does
not
that
too far
say?
away. It wasn't that hard. Yeah, no, they're all, hold on, what? Was I followed? No, I don't think so. Who'd be following me?
Something
No,
tapes do not
nobody
watch.
else, it was just me.
Demon
Yeah,
tapes
no,
do not watch.
the tapes are all destroyed too. They're gone. Every single one. Yeah, no problem. Listen,
He
it's
lied.
getting late.
He
I need to
lied.
get home. I got work tomorrow.
Oh no. You're not going to
I'll let
work
you get back
tomorrow,
home,
dude.
okay? Cool. Okay. Have a good night. I'll talk to you soon. Okay, bye.
Mm-mm. 023. Where's the tape that we don't want to put in? So 3. Is there anything else hiding? Interact. Anything else I can interact with? Don't gotta kill anyone. So 3. Okay. John, see you again.
It's dark out.
It's dark out.
Home.
Fine.
Knock on the door.
Knock on the door.
I want to.
I wanna go inside. Ooh. 0, 2, 3, 4. Ooh, she's gross. Icky. She is icky. I don't know what the last number is, though. I feel like there's a way to win. It was 2023. Where would I put that?
Hi, I'm Amanda.
And I'm Wooly.
And I love apples. Do you like apples?
I'm allergic to apples.
That's okay.
I'm so
You should
confused.
never be afraid to try something new.
But we don't even know where the store is.
Do you know where the store is?
I do know where this.
Yeah, that's right. Let's go. We're at the store.
It sure looks crowded.
was seeing if I could just say yes.
Apple pie.
Oh, you. Okay. We don't have much
Bum
time.
bum bum.
You do.
Hi everyone, I'm Amanda.
I'm Lily.
Today we're going to get meat for Grandma.
But isn't Grandma a vegetarian?
Can you tell us where the butcher is?
No,
There it is. Let's
I
go.
can't.
Hello, meat man. Can you tell the meat man what we need?
No, no,
Can you tell the meat man what we need?
no, no.
Tell him what we need. That's right.
I don't know. I just. So is lamb. Hold on, I'm fixing my cat because it just went down. There we go. I already lost it. Tape 3. I've already gotten that far.
It's dark out. Let's go home.
What have I done differently?
Knock on the door.
I listened. I don't know what to put. Willie. What? But how do you beat it? I know there's another ending somewhere. Good one. I don't know how you beat it.
Hi, I'm Amanda.
And I'm Wooly.
And I love
Woody!
apples. Do you like apples?
No. I'm put
I'm
yes, sure.
allergic to apples.
That's okay. You should never be afraid to try something new.
But we don't even know where the store is.
Don't even know where this
Do you know where the store is?
is. Store is?
Yeah, that's right. Let's go. We're at the store.
It sure looks crowded. Bah.
And look, there are apples. Can you see apples?
Apples.
Good job.
L.
Now we
Not
can make
semicolon.
apple pie.
So that's 2. That's. Hmm. I'm like absolutely my mind trying to figure out possible ways.
You. Okay. We don't have much time. Whatever you do, don't.
Hi everyone, I'm Amanda.
I'm Lily.
Today we're going to get meat for Grandma.
But isn't Grandma a vegetarian?
Can you tell us where the butcher is? There it is. Let's go. Hello, meat man. Can you tell the meat man what we need? Can you tell the meat man what we need?
Why are his eyes weird?
That's right.
His eyes are weird. But that's oh, we're playing pilot episode, that's why. I don't really know how to beat it. So yeah. I think we can because I don't have version. Mm-hmm. So I guess this is a short stream. Over. I'm pretending like I'm. I thought that was a slug. Kind of looks like there's its eyeball. There's its body. That's its like. What to do? Mouth. Hmm. I'm just kind of looking around. What's it doing? Okay. Hmm. But yeah, that's all we can do for now. That's fun. Anyways, if that's all we can, and then I will find the full game for next time. I still don't know why we need the numbers, but I will write this down somewhere. I wrote this on a random piece of paper. I hope this is. What did I write the numbers on? Something important that I lost that I no longer need. I guess it's not important anymore. Well, whoops. Good thing I don't need that piece of paper anymore. At all. Well, yes, that's the end of stream. I feel like I've been distracted the whole time. And I didn't get anywhere. But that's okay. That's okay. Don't worry. It'll be fine. Alrighty. Well, I'll let you guys go. Hope you guys have a wonderful day. Goodbye. Sayonara. Au revoir. The wrong one. Bye.